Hey boys and girls, welcome back to Monroe Live. I'm here with Ryan, and Ryan is with the head of styling for interiors, right?
I'm chief designer for Ram Truck Interiors.
Excellent. So Ryan is going to give us a little bit of information on the reveal. This is a kind of a concept car, but this is the reveal on the new electric Ram. And I got to tell you right off the bat, I know that I know that this is a concept car, but one of the things that you've got that I absolutely have always loved is opera doors. I don't know how you're going to get rollover, but I'm telling you what, right now I'm impressed. I love these things. And then looking at the stitching and the concept with the orange lights and everything like that, a lot of this may change a bit, but if you can maybe keep some of this stuff, it'd be absolutely wonderful.
Yeah, the Ram Revolution concept really off the top, it was about like opening up the cavern of space. Opening up the fact that we have, and it's electric powertrain, flat load floor, really from a ground up, rethink of what a truck could be. Storage is premium within a truck. So we really, I think, having these saloon style doors, really opening up the cavern, allowing you to get in there freely, add items, take items away. It's just a really nice feature for the truck, and we're happy that we're able to bring it in.
Well, one of the other features that I like, and I just noticed it, it's the first time I got a chance to get on the turntable. You've been kind of busy today, or actually for the show, and I'm a big fan of that type of steering wheel. Everybody's got different names for it, but when we got a hold of the Model S Plaid, one of the guys, Corey didn't much care for it. I loved it. I thought it was wonderful. It gives you a better view out the windscreen.
It does, yep.
So, and I just think it looks modern. And with the new, I don't know if I can get information on it, but almost everybody's going with, wireless, wired steering.
Drive-by-wire type systems.
Drive-by-wire.
Yes,
So,
correct.
So, I could make that like a race car.
Correct. The amount of turn you need to turn. And one of the things that's interesting about the truck, we decided to actually remove the cluster all entirely. We have a head-up display, full AR. So some of that was also, you could reduce down the steering wheel a little bit, make it not so small that it doesn't feel truck-like. But so the section, the grip, the feel, I think is still awesome. But you're managing the space a little bit more.
It's a funny thing. When I worked in the four different auto companies, one of the things was always when you talk about trucks, it has to be truck-like, it has to be, and yet what I'm finding out with the F-150 Lightning is that the truck-like features and functions and whatnot don't really matter as much. And the functionality, yes, that's a big deal.
Yeah.
But the way we used to think about trucks and the way they are, like this, to me, does not look truck-like. This looks modern as today, tomorrow, and I really like the way this is coming out. Like I say, I don't know how much is actually going to get into production, but I really
it's a statement.
do like it.
It's a design statement. It's a chance for us to stretch our legs, try some things maybe that we've been talking about behind the scenes forever. And it's an opportunity to really get people's reactions, do this type of involvement, and see what's worth bringing into market, right?
Well, I like that a lot. I like the doors a lot, and I'm looking at the seats, and I'm noticing a couple of things here that I have not seen before. The webbing was one of the things that we put into an airplane design that we did, and we found that this gave you a lot more. What would be the right word? Comfort.
Yes.
Especially on the long haul.
Yes.
And I think that this is a really good idea.
I think that's the idea. We thought of it, much like a lot of office chairs. Just conforming to your body, right? I think for us, we know, at least with our Ram 1500 or 2500 products, a wide range of customers, right? You're going from 50th percentile females, all the way up, right? Yeah. And so having seats that are obviously comfortable, especially seats on a long haul, it's super important. And the seats, in general, have a lot of functionality baked into it. We got a lot more couple than today's truck. We've introduced a third row jump seat. The recline is a lot more, almost a full recline basically in all seating positions. And then the other main thing is the flexibility with the track system. So we're able to slide these seats wherever, we're able to remove the seats as needed. And in a productivity office mode, we could actually take the seats and flip them around. And have it more of a communal space. So there's a lot of possibilities. We're only scratching, I think, the surface with how the truck's being shown right now, but that's something we'd love to get reaction on and see how people appreciate that.
Well, this design is very reminiscent of what you find in, not the big track like that, but in airplanes and in trains. And because Monroe does work in those different areas, we know exactly how important that might be in the future for anybody who's hauling things. I mean, if I could pop these out and then utilize that space for carrying cargo or what have you, that's a big deal.
Right?
And then having the jump seats in the back.
Yes.
Can we show that, or is that?
Yeah, I can show that. It's a little bit of a stage situation, so I can pop those, slide those forward, and then maybe give you guys a chance to get a little bit more in there, and maybe that's when we can also jump into the.
I would like to. I'd really like to have a chance to sit in it, but I don't want to step on something that's going to break. So
no, all good. We'll take you through it. Not a problem. So
all right,
you're all good. The side step is good. You're good to step in there, and then you can always.
All right, so, and the reason that I wanted to do the back seats, I wanted to get a handle on the handle. So this is actually a really good feature.
Yeah.
I don't really care much for the grab handles above. This is for anybody.
Something solid is there.
Yeah, exactly.
Traditional vehicles where we have the B-pillar, that's our grab handle area. So this was important to not lose that, right? As we go to the saloon style doors.
Yeah. The other thing I was noticing was, are you going to be using? I can't tell because there's all the lining. Is this going to be carbon fiber then, or?
So there is infused carbon fiber within the structure. We went through a lot of kind of cool, manufacturing techniques, at least scratching out what we could do. So yeah, all these pieces are infused carbon fiber. In some cases, we went through with a finish to represent more of a casted metal, very structural in its feel. But we've played up with a lot of sustainability in the materials as well. We have actually a product on the whole upper area of the cabin. This is called apple leather. It's actually a byproduct of the apple industry. So it's it feels like leather, feels like natural leather, and it's pretty easy to work with and kind of neat in that respect, right? We've removed traditional carpet, went for something a little bit more rugged and durable, and this material is all the way from the bed all the way to the front.
So that's another thing that I never could understand in a truck. Being as I kind of am a truck guy, I absolutely flat out could never understand why would I put carpet in here. It's just going to get wrecked and ruined. So I like that idea as well. I was looking at, I don't know if you got anything on this, Eric, but this grid pattern that you've got for the, so is this going to be, if you went with the opera doors, you'd need to have something really.
Some type of structural, something supporting the weight. We try to do things like we remove the traditional header up in the front, just to really open up, I think, the space when you get inside, just to make it feel like, you can see everything around you. You're not, the blind spots are reduced as much as possible. So that was important. Yes, the pattern is part of, we have an electrochromatic system up there that can actually then black out each of the quadrants. And on top of that, we have a system, in the works and developing that. We're trying to look at how we can do the visors potentially with that system. So that's what this concept's trying to showcase, some of those features.
One of the complaints with just having a great big giant open glass canopy is that you have to wear a hat. Bald guys don't like it at all.
The system gets hot in there. Yes, but that's the hope, is that. With developing some of the electrochromatic blackening, darkening out systems, that you can eliminate that. And it's the stack up. We're trying to think also lightweight in the vehicle. Just to balance it, right? We know that weight transfers to obviously range and towing and all that stuff with a battery vehicle. At least we're projecting that we're being as efficient as we possibly can.
Great. Is there anything we've missed or I've missed?
Well, so I mean, we've done a lot with the center console. The center console, we always think of it as a Swiss Army knife for us in the truck brand, and that center console is also on the track system, so that can actually slide all the way to the back of the cabin. It could be removed. You could put it in the bed of the truck, which is really neat. Our UX system here is done in such a way this bottom tablet slides up to reveal just a little small amount. So it's kind of thinking about if I don't really want a ton of information up at a time, we can minimize it. Then the two screens actually come and fold straight and flat to actually have, like, if, for instance, like a navigation map up, you can see the whole map. So there's a lot of tech we've applied to there. Digital rearview mirrors, digital side view mirrors. Also, you saw some of the controls in the overhead. Those are all digital screens. Just trying to reduce some of the clutter. Just trying to get down to, I guess, minimally what we need. But the beauty is then that gives you flexibility for changes later. Yeah. And with the jump seats, the mid gate, that folds down. We have our pass-through up in the front there. That actually allows us to get up to 18 feet of storage with the tailgate closed, which is pretty cool too.
At both